Welcome to our guide on the importance of emergency funds and how to build one. In today's unpredictable world, having an emergency fund is essential to protect yourself and your family from unforeseen financial hardships. In this guide, we will explore the importance of emergency funds, how much you should save, and tips on how to build one. Step 1. Understand the importance of emergency funds. An emergency fund is a stash of money that you set aside to cover unexpected expenses such as a medical emergency, a job loss, or a car repair. Having an emergency fund can provide peace of mind and protect you from financial stress in times of crisis. Without an emergency fund, you may have to rely on credit cards or loans to cover unexpected expenses, which can lead to debt and financial hardship. Having an emergency fund can help you avoid high-interest debt and financial stress. Step 2. Determine how much you need to save. The next step is to determine how much you need to save. Experts recommend having 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses saved in your emergency fund. This means that if your monthly expenses are $3,000, you should aim to save $9,000 to $18,000 in your emergency fund. However, the amount you need to save may vary depending on your circumstances. For example, if you have dependents or work in a volatile industry, you may need to save more. Step 3. Start saving. Now that you know how much you need to save, it's time to start saving. You can start by setting a savings goal and creating a budget to free up money for your emergency fund. You can also automate your savings by setting up a direct deposit into your emergency fund each month. When saving for your emergency fund, make sure to choose a high-yield savings account that offers a competitive interest rate. This will help your money grow faster and keep up with inflation. Step 4. Keep your emergency fund separate. It's important to keep your emergency fund separate from your other savings or checking accounts. This will help you avoid spending your emergency fund on non-emergencies or accidental overspending. You can open a separate savings account or a money market account to keep your emergency fund safe and accessible. Make sure to label it as your emergency fund to avoid confusion. Step 5. Replenish your emergency fund. Once you have built your emergency fund, it's important to replenish it as soon as possible after using it. If you have to dip into your emergency fund, make a plan to replenish it as soon as possible. Conclusion. Having an emergency fund is essential to protect yourself and your family from unexpected financial hardships. By understanding the importance of emergency funds, determining how much you need to save, starting to save, keeping your emergency fund separate, and replenishing it after using it, you can build a strong emergency fund that provides peace of mind and financial security. Remember, building an emergency fund is a process, but the effort is worth it in the long run.